Grading every NFL team's offseason going by division, and today we have the NFC South, and we're going to start with the Atlanta Falcons. Off to a strong start, in my opinion. Out with Raheem Morris, in with Kevin Stefanski. I think that's a big-time win for the Atlanta Falcons. As far as their additions and their free agency goes, there's no big-time moves here. I do think there's a lot of solid moves, but the one that we should highlight the most, I guess, is Tua Tagovailoa on a minimum deal. That is very good value. No first-round pick, but I do think they did an okay job in the draft. And as far as extensions go, they end up giving Kyle Pitts a big-time deal just recently. We'll have to see if it will be worth it. Overall, a pretty mid offseason, but I do have to give them bonus points because I love the move from Raheem Morris to Kevin Stefanski. I think that's something that can really turn the franchise around, so I'm going to give them a B-. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers. Coaching staff stays the same. We got to talk about these additions, specifically Jalen Phillips and Devin Lloyd. It's exactly what they needed for a team that's on the come up. An edge rusher to help them get to the quarterback and linebacking help. It was just perfect for them. As far as the losses go, I really hate to see Cade Mays go. I honestly just wish they spent more time on the offensive line in this offseason in general, but that is probably my biggest critique of the entire offseason. With that said, they do go out in the draft and draft an offensive lineman in Monroe Freeling, and they also go out and get one of my favorite picks in the draft. I really was a big fan of Lee Hunter out of Texas Tech. I do think that's a really good pick for them. There's a lot to like here. Again, I wish I spent a little more time on the O-line, but other than that, I really like this. I'm going to give them an A-. I think this is a offseason that a team that is on the come up and just made the playoffs should be having. I really liked it. Next, we have the New Orleans Saints, who for the first time in a while actually had some money to spend. Still not a lot. That's next season, but with the money they did have, they end up getting David Edwards from the Bills, and of course, Travis Etienne Jr. to replace Kamara, even though he's still on the team. As far as losses go, they lose Demario Davis and Alontae Taylor. Those are actually pretty big. To me, it's clear that they are focusing on Kellen Moore's offense rather than the defense, at least in this offseason. And that is doubled down by the fact that they went out in the first round and draft Jordan Tyson, wide receiver out of Arizona State, my favorite wide receiver in the draft. I like a lot of it. The defense really takes a blow, though, so I can't give it too high of a grade. I'm going to also give them a B- because they did a lot on offense that I liked. It's just the defense really dragging them down. As far as free agency goes, they get a lot of solid. Sean Robinson, Alex Anzalone, Kenny Gainwell. These are all guys that I like, but I don't know how much they are moving the needle for this team. As far as losses go, there's some pretty big names here, of course headlined by Mike Evans. They do re-sign Cade Otton, which is a good piece for them, and they also draft well, getting Ruben Bain in the first round. They also go get offensive coordinator Zach Robinson from the Atlanta Falcons, which I don't love either. I'm going to give them a C+. I don't love anything, and I really don't like the Zach Robinson move, so they get a C+.